week we asked students what they think about the coming budget next week. So are you aware that the budget is going to be next week?
Yeah, I heard something about it, alright, but I don't know too much about it now.
What would you like to see in the budget this year?
I suppose like a less severe budget, I suppose, like just for all the people like are paying a lot of money, like out of their own money to pay back for the banks or whatever. Like I think that's what's really going on. But yeah, hopefully it'll be less severe than the ones before.
Do you feel students have been let down by the government in previous budgets?
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'd imagine like the people coming out of university and all the jobs aren't going to be there's not going to be as many jobs for them, like, so I suppose it would be affecting them a bit, like.
So are you aware that the budget is next week?
Only recently found out about it, to be honest. But
So what would you like to see in the budget next week?
well, I know a few of my mates have struggled paying their fees, so any decrease in the free prices would be good. But anything that goes, it's fair. As long as it's universal, I think it could work.
Do you think students have been let down in the past by previous budgets?
I can definitely say that. I've got one or two friends that have really struggled getting the funds together. They'd have a lot stronger opinions than I would, but I could definitely say that the government could be a bit more lenient towards students, but wouldn't be my area of expertise.
Are you aware that the budget is going to be next week?
We are aware.
We are.
What would you like to see in the budget?
No increase in fees anyway. I hate those.
Just no increase in
A bit of
smoking
Mariah Carey.
taxes. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's not. Come on. Less smoking taxes.
Yeah.
Do you think students have been let down in the past by previous budgets?
Definitely. They screwed us over. Yeah.
In what way do you think they screwed us over?
Increasing the fees, you know. That's it, you know. I'm not even a student, by the way. Can I just say that? I'm from Cork and I'm just not a student here.
You won't be able to use that, will you?
It's okay, thanks. So are you aware that the budget is next week?
Yeah, I'm aware. I haven't looked into it much, but I suppose there will be a lot of cuts coming and it won't be good for the students. But I know that a lot of people will be campaigning against the cuts, and hopefully that'll, have some influence maybe on some students' grants not being cut.
So what would you like to see in the budget next week?
What would I like to see in the budget? Haven't really thought about it. I wouldn't like any cuts to people with disabilities or their carers or anything. That shouldn't be cut. And so I'm not sure what exactly, but just not necessities like that, because they're really important.
Do you think that students have been let down by previous budgets?
Yeah, I suppose some students have, but there has to be cuts somewhere, And I mean, it is harsh when the budget comes in because money needs to be taken from somewhere, but students are vulnerable in these situations, I suppose.
So are you aware that the budget is on next week?
I am, yeah.
What would you like to see in the budget?
I'd like to see more payments for the more vulnerable in society, probably. Actually, maybe more aspects on pensions and children. I don't think children's welfare should be touched, and just more protection for people who need them, basically.
Do you think students have been let down in the past by previous budgets?
More recently they have, yeah, with increases on levies and stuff like that. Sorry, he'd laugh at me. Yeah, with just levies, and then just, with the household tax and stuff like that, making people's parents pay before they get grants and stuff like that, So it's kind of bullying tactics, really, just to get more money for out of students.
So are you aware that the budget's next week?
I am now.
What would you like to see in the budget?
I'd like to see maybe more money given to third level education, and especially things like hospitals and social welfare and stuff like that.
Services.
Yeah.
Mental health services. Definitely, because they don't get enough.
Do you think students have been let down in the past by previous budgets?
Yeah, because the student contribution's gone up 250 quid, and it's going up again, and again after that. And we have no money.
Yeah, and it's more difficult for people to commit themselves to going to college if they don't get any support financially, which in the end of the day, it's kind of in the country's interest, isn't it?
Okay, thanks guys.